Hello, everyone, and welcome back in this session of motivation. The motivation, important quality of a leadership, something which makes the organization to move towards growth and success is motivation. When the employees are motivated, the organization will move towards success, will move towards growth. Because one thing is sure, with which you all will agree, that motivation is something which makes the employees to achieve the task on time. If we do not have motivated employees, we cannot make the organization move or grow towards success. It is very important to have the motivated employees in the organization. So that is why, organization keep on using different ways of motivating the employees. Let's say they focus on giving them rewards, they focus on giving them benefits, they focus even, the increments. This is also one of the form of motivation which they are using. Whenever they are giving them the awards, whenever they are giving them the rewards, whenever they are giving them the bonus, whenever they are going with the yearly increments, all these things act as a motivation. Because see, these increments are not fixed increments, there's always a slab, right? The increment will start from 5% to 15%. That is the increment which that is the increment slab which is there in the organization, right? So when we are talking about the increment slab, so we know that if as an employee I'm going to perform better, I'm going to get good increment. So what is that? That is motivating me. That increment slab is motivating me to do better, to do good, to move closer towards the success. That is what that slab, that increment slab is doing. So in every organization, in every employee, no matter it is the lower level employee, it is the middle level employee, it is the managerial position, it is the CEO of the company, every person who is working, every person want some motivation in their life to achieve something, to deliver the best. That is why we say that motivation is something which is very important in the organization. So, in the last session, we have discussed about what are the ways, what are the different types of employees, and how do we motivate them. So, this is the third type of employee, that is star performers. What do you understand by the term star performers? Who are the star performers? Star performers. These individuals are a competitive group of people. They are razor shaped with a very eye on the ball kind of attitude. They are competitive. They always want to be the best. Eye on the ball. They always want to be the eye of the ball. They always want to be they always want to stand out of the crowd. They want that, okay, people should notice us, people should say that yes, you did a marvelous job. They have that competition within themselves, and what motivates them is the performance. When they are being called the star performance, that is something which is going to motivate them to deliver the result, to stay in the organization, to be loyal to the organization. Now here the question is, how do we identify these type of people? By what ways we can identify these type of people? What do you think? How you can identify these type of people? So to identify these type of people, it says a star performer is always in the spotlight regarding productivity and their work. He is a person who always is going to be in the spotlight. He always want to shine. He always want that people should notice him regarding his productivity and the work which he has done. So for that spotlighting, for always being noticeable, it is important that he be very productive. He deliver the best result. He finish up the task on time. He is very good in delivering the output. He's task oriented person. It is very important. Until and unless he's not delivering the productivity, do you think people are going to notice him? No, people are not going to notice until and unless he's not delivering the productivity. So he always focus on delivering the best productivity. He always focus on delivering the best results, on doing the best work so that people can notice him, and he always be in the spotlight. In the when you'll start working in the organization, you will see some of the people that who are always doing good, who are always delivering the best results, who are always giving the best, who are always doing the best, who are very loyal towards the work. Why? Because they love when people say that he is such a dedicated person. He is doing the awesome task. He is doing the marvelous task. He is doing the super good task. So that, that thing, those things when comes out, that motivate that person, that okay, everyone is calling my name. He feels happy, he feels motivated just by people recalling him, just by people calling him, just by people knowing his name, just by people addressing him for the work he has done. So if you find that kind of person in your group, in the organization, you can say that yes, he or she is a person who is the star performer. He's that kind of employee who always want to be in the spotlight. And second way of identifying him is they never miss their target and always stay towards the top of the leaderboard in terms of result. You will see that these kind of people will never miss their target. No matter what, if they have to do extra time, overtime, if they have to put on extra efforts, if they have to learn new skill to deliver the task, they will do all possible things because they do not want to miss the target. And these are the people, on which the leader rely a lot for important task, because they know no matter whatever happens, these are the most trustful person who will deliver the work on time, who will deliver the result oriented task. It's not just they have to finish the task so they'll do it in any way. No, they will focus on giving the best results, on doing the task up to the mark. Yes. So this is the second way by which you can identify these person. That is, first is they always want to be in the spotlight regarding their work and productivity. And second is they never miss the targets and they are always on top of the leaderboard. Now, what other ways by which you can drive them? See, these are things by which we are going to identify. But as an organization, as a leader, you will have to do something so that you can keep them moving, you can keep them loyal towards the organization, right? You will also have to put on some efforts for these type of people. So what are those efforts? What efforts you are going to put for these kind of people? What you're going to do? The first is, the best way of motivating these people is through employee recognition. What you can do is you can just motivate these people by recognizing them in front of everyone. Here, the personal recognition, recognizing their work personally, is not going to work for them. They need to be, when I'm using the term spotlight, that means they want to stand out of the crowd. right? They want to be the center of attraction in the crowd. So for that, what you need to do? You need to recognize these people in front of everyone. You need to put your focus on how good, what good they have done in the organization. You need to tell other people. You need to motivate them by recognizing their efforts. And the second way is these individuals thrive in rewarding environment with excellent employee appreciation. So they thrive. They look for the environment where they are getting appreciated for the excellent work they have done, and they're getting rewarded. So they always look, they always wish for working in that kind of environment. So for these star performers, you will have to look for these alternatives to drive them, to make them moving and make them stay loyal to the organization. The fourth type of employee is directors. They are the people of this nature love having an influence and power. They just want to influence people. They want the power in their hand. These are the fourth type of people that is known as directors. Now, if I talk about director in general, do not think about this, just think about the director in general. So, if I'm talking about the director in general, it means these are the people who, directors are usually the people who have power in their hand, right? Have the power, who have the power to influence others. So, same way, when we are talking about the director type of employees, these are the people have who want the power to influence others, who want to exercise their power over others. And when they will be sitting at that kind of position, they'll be motivated to stay in the organization for a longer duration. So, how do we identify these people? How we are going to find out these people in the organization? So, for finding out these people in the organization, the first way is they often jump at the opportunity to lead project. These are not the people to whom you'll be calling that you are going to be the leader. Will lead the project. No, these are the people who themselves jump into that project. As soon as they find an opportunity that, okay, this is the right opportunity, let me lead that project, they themselves will come forward to lead that project. They're not going to wait for anyone to call them out, to call out their name, to give them the opportunity to say that you are going to lead the project. No. So they often look for those kind of opportunities where they can get that power to influence others, to exercise their power, to get the work done. So basically you can say that they want to act as the boss. They want to show their bossy attitude where they'll be using their power, they'll be using their influence to make other people finish the work. You will most likely find them in leadership position. So where you are going to find them? You will be mostly finding these kind of people in the leadership position only. Rarely you will find these type of people as the followers. They'll always be the people who will be leading others. So now, what are the ways by which you can drive them? What are the ways by which you can retain them? What are the ways by which you can keep their motivation always high? The ways are, first is, as in their nature, the best way to drive them is by giving them responsibility. The best way is you should give them the responsibility. You should give them the power which they can use. You can make them sit in a position where they'll have to use their influence to make other person do their work, or to make other person deliver their work. So it is in their nature. It's not something which they have developed. It is, they are like that only. They always want responsibilities. They want to be in such a position where they get the responsibility of doing the work, of accomplishing the task. So you need to do that thing. You need to identify them. You need to give them the responsible task and give them the responsibility of doing something, of getting work done by others. Second is, this sense of responsibility translates into leadership for them. So what they're doing, this sense of responsibility is going to translate, is going to make them, convert them into leadership. And that is what they're looking for. You can also get the best out of them in managerial position also. Like if you are giving them a managerial position, so yes, definitely you can get the best out of them when you make them sit in the managerial position. The fifth type of employee type of employee and their motivation is money hunters. I think the word itself is self-explanatory, isn't it? I think I need to explain this word money hunters. How many of you are listening to me are money hunters? How many of you just want to do the job because you are into looking for money? You just want to increase your bank balance. You want a very good bank balance. How many of you are looking for that kind of job? Say, definitely most of the people might be money hunters, or looking for a job where they can get more and more money, but not all. Right. So let's say in an organization where 20 employees are working, out of 20, you'll find 3 to 4 employees are such who are money hunters. Now, who are they? They are very objective and an analytical group of people. These individuals also enjoy lavish life. So these are the people who just enjoy a very lavish life. These are the people who live a very royal life. No doubt whether they are earning that much or not, their salary is that much, which by which they can afford a lavish life, but they just prefer living a lavish life, and due to which they are always in search of a job where they get paid a good amount. Now, how do we identify them? One way of identifying these kind of people is looking at their past job. So why they have switched their job? What is the reason when they were switching the job? From which organization they have switched the job? You'll have to find out that trend. And most of the time, you will notice that these people have even switched the job in the duration of 6 months just because they were getting a higher package. So for this, for identifying these money hunters, definitely you'll have to study their past job record. You have to study their past experience, their past record, that why they have switched their job, when they have switched their job, what were the reasons, and from which all organization positions, whether it was the switch in job because of the position or it was a switch in job because of the salary. All these things you'll have to find out, you'll have to analyze, and then you will get to know but okay, these people most of the time have switched the job because they were getting better package whenever they marked a switch. For them, Stability is not a concern for them. Whatever, whenever they switch a job, it's only and only related to the money. They always leave jobs for much higher pay rather than new challenges. That's it for her. For the same role, same position, same thing, they might quit the job. Why? They might quit the job because they are not looking for a challenging role. Rather, they are looking for better package, not opportunities. It's all about money for them. If they get higher pay, even for the same role, same designation, same pay, maybe in a new company where there's no surety whether the company is going to survive or not, but if they are getting a higher pay, they will switch to that company. And as soon as they switch, they're not the people who are going to stop their job hunt. No, they'll still target new companies, new organization, because they want to increase their package, because they are in habit of living a very lavish life, and when we are talking about lavish lifestyle, it need money. So that is the reason they're always in search of better, higher paid job opportunities. And these people are also a bit tough when it comes to negotiating. Yes, definitely. They do not prefer negotiating. They're very tough when it comes to negotiating with them. They just prefer working into the company, whichever offers them the good amount, whichever offers them the best amount. That is what they are looking for. They're not into, whenever HR is going to negotiate them while they'll be entering into the organization, they're going to face a tough time. Now, what are the ways to drive them? The first way is, since money drive these workers, the best, you must offer a competitive package. So you must go through that at this position for this many years of experience. What is the package which is being offered by other organization? You need to offer a competitive package for that position, because if the package he'll be offering is going to be low, is going to be less than what others are offering, then definitely they are not going to enter into that organization. Or even if they enter, they're not going, you won't be able to retain them for a longer duration. So first thing is, you need to offer them a competitive package which has been offered in the market. You should also check for a healthy increment in regular intervals. Definitely, regular intervals, depending upon the work, you need to give them the regular increment. If you are not going to give them the regular increment, it's going to be difficult to retain them. And material position motivates these employees a whole lot better than anything else. So they're not looking for any kind of intrinsic motivation, non-materialistic motivation. No, for them, what matters is only the materialistic thing. So whenever you are trying to motivate these kind of employees, you need to make sure that you are always giving them the materialistic things rather than giving them the non-materialistic things to motivate them and to retain them. Sixth type of employees is the experts. An individual of this personality is usually very well read. They are full of knowledge and master in their field of expertise. So whatever work they are doing, you'll see that they carry in-depth knowledge about their field. They know each and everything about their field. So that is why we call them as experts. People approach them for the help, and whenever anyone is stuck somewhere, they look towards these experts for the help, and that is why we call them as experts in their area of expertise, in their field of expertise. Because for them, learning never stops. As soon as something new related to their field comes in the market, They are so eager to learn that thing that they can gain full expertise in that area. Now, how do you identify this? These are the one who always have the right answer for every situation. So definitely when they have in-depth knowledge about anything, when they will have the detailed knowledge in each and everything, they'll be knowing each and everything about their area. So what do you think? They'll always have the right answer. They'll always be there to give you the suggestions, to give you the answer for every situation related to their field. Now, whenever I'm using this word every situation, that doesn't mean for each and everything. No, everything related specifically with their field, they'll have the right answer for that situation. They're also common among most workers for help with their project. So yes, definitely they'll always be available with their team, with their colleagues, with their subordinates, with the followers to provide them the helping hand whenever they need any kind of help in their project. Because these people have expertise knowledge and they do not focus on retaining that expertise knowledge to themselves only. They are always there to help the people around them whenever they need any help for that specific project. Now, what are the ways by which you can drive them? Knowledge is this bunch supreme motivation. You need to provide them with the trainings, with the opportunities which are coming in the market, sending them to the trainings, organizing the training seminars, orientation program where they can just upgrade their knowledge because for them they are only in hunt for the knowledge, nothing else. They just want to increase their knowledge. They just want to sharpen their knowledge. They just want to polish their knowledge. They just want to be the shining star of their knowledge, of their field. That okay, this is my field, and no matter whatever question comes related to my field, whatever thing comes related to my field, I am fully prepared for that thing. And that is what motivates them. So for these kind of employees, it is very important that in this regard, employee training and development is crucial for them. Regular training, development programs, organizing for these kind of employees, something by which you can retain these employees in the organization for a longer duration. Until and unless you're not providing them the platform where they can enhance their knowledge, where they can increase their knowledge, where they can keep upgrading their knowledge, it is very difficult to work with them. So, in this regard, it is very important to provide them with the timely opportunities, timely training, so that they can develop themselves in the new areas, new skills which are emerging in the market. And they like to stay in an environment where they can learn new things. So definitely they always want to stay in the organization, in the environment where they are getting enough opportunities to upgrade their knowledge, to master their skills, to polish their knowledge. And if they're not getting the opportunity to learn new things, they will start searching, looking for the new opportunities which provides them that platform. To keep them loyal to the organization, to make them stay in the organization for a longer duration, it is important to provide them the environment where they can enhance their knowledge, they can upgrade their knowledge, and they can learn new things. If we provide them that platform, then that's they are there to stay for a longer duration. The seventh type is the creators. Creators means they're very creative. These individuals are very creative and they like innovation and live to create better ways for various things in their life. So these individuals are the creators. They create new things, they innovate new things, they find out the better ways for various things in life. They're the creative minds. Their mind keep on running in finding out the different ways, different things. Let's say we are working on a project, so their mind keep on working that how we can reduce the work, how we can achieve the task more effectively and in less duration of time. What is the new creative way by which we can achieve the task? So their mind keep on working. The mind is never relaxed. So that is why we call them as the creators. Now, how do you identify them? Workers of this category are always full of ideas in meetings. So, during the meeting session, you can easily identify these kind of people because they'll always come up with something new in the meeting, some new ideas, new creativity, new innovativity in the meetings. You'll see that whenever a discussion is going on, these are the people who always come up with new ideas. They do not sit there as a silent participant in a meeting. Rather, they give new directions in the process of decision making. They provide new opportunities. They provide new ideas, new suggestions to work or to deliver the project more effectively and efficiently. So these are the people who are always full of ideas in the meeting. They are also great at problem solving and often offer constructive feedback. So they are very great in solving the problem and offering the constructive feedback. Whatever they say, there's a logic behind them. They do not say, when we're talking about creators, innovators, they do not say anything randomly. Whatever they are saying, it is constructive. It has valid proofs, and that research, they do that research and then they come up with something new and creative. So now what are the ways to drive them? The creator dislike routine work. They cannot stick to the 9 to 5 sitting in front of the desktop repeating the same task over and over again. If you're going to give them that type of work, you cannot retain them in the organization, because these creators actually dislike this routine work. They do not want to do the same type of work over and over again. They need they need something different, challenging, creative, on which they can work and they can use their innovation, creativity. They like innovation in workplace and dislike being one project for a longer time. You cannot make them stick to do. That's what I said. You cannot make them to sit and do the same work repeatedly over and over again. If you're looking for that kind of people, then definitely these creators are not the best choice for those projects. These type of people are best suitable for the organization which always work on new and challenging things, where there's lot of scope to show their creativity, to show their innovativity, to bring something new in the workplace, where people do not just stick to same type of work for a longer duration. These people are best suitable over there. And you can motivate this group by putting them in a creative role and recognizing their results for the same. So if you want to retain them, if you want to make them work in the organization, be loyal to the organization, then you need to find such a role for them where they can put their creativity, they can use their innovativity, and along with that, you have to recognize their results for the same. Whatever results you have got, the best results you have got because of their creativity, innovativity, it is very important that you recognize that from time to time. It is the free spirit. They enjoy autonomy and freedom in life. They just want autonomy, they want freedom in their life. Now, how to identify them? These type of employees like to work alone without supervision. When I'm talking about freedom and when I'm talking about uh, autonomy, so definitely they do not want to work under someone's supervision, putting their nose. They cannot work under micromanaged environment. These are the people who prefer working alone without any supervision. If they'll find a boss sitting on their head who is again and again putting the nose in their work, they would not like to work over there because they're the free spirit. Free spirit means free birds. They'll do their work in their own way. So they want freedom in their way of working, use discretion and like control of work. They want full control over their work. They want to work in their own way. They want to work in their own style, and they want full control over their work. If they're not getting control over their work, if they are being supervised by someone, they're not there to stay for a longer duration. Now, what are the ways to drive them? The first way is these people dislike micromanagement. That is what the first point I told you. If you are expecting these people to work under a person who is micromanaging them, definitely they're not there to stay for a longer duration. They'll quit the organization as soon as they find a better opportunity for themselves where they can just be the free spirit, they can just be the free bird. So, to motivate them, you should give them responsibility and trust in their efforts. So, basically, these free spirit people are the one who expects that if you are giving them the responsibility, along with that, you are also showing the trust on them that, okay, if I've given them the responsibility, they are going to do that. They want responsibility along with the trust. If they do not see trust, that the trust is lacking, the trust is not there when I'm working. So definitely they're not going to work in that kind of environment because for them, responsibility and trust is something which they want from their employer. It would help if you also give them the power to make their own decision for the best results. Yes, along with the trust, responsibility, they also want at times they want the power to take their own decisions, to make their own decision as and when required to deliver the best results, to deliver the best output. And the last type of employees, the entertainers. These personality are one living for the moment. They just live for that moment. For them, जो है आज है. Whatever it is today. Who knows tomorrow it will come or not. So they're very easygoing in nature and definitely a crowd favorite. So definitely, when we are talking about entertainers, they're ever smiling personality. They enjoy each and every moment, each and every second they enjoy of their lives. Definitely, they are going to be the crowd favorite because they are ever smiling personalities. Now, how do you identify them? So an entertainer is one who most people like to be around. So you'll find these people, they're never alone. They're always being surrounded by a group of people who are standing with them, who are just, people feel very relaxed when they are surrounded by when they are surrounding these people. So an entertainer is one who most people like to be around, and he or she has a very happy go lucky attitude which attracts many people. Be happy, be cool, be relaxed. Life is an easy thing. Life will is easy going. That is what they believe in, and on that principle they live. So they are also pretty fun to be around, thereby making them the crowd favorite. Definitely. It is, it's very fun to be around them and they just be the crowd favorite. Now, what are the ways by which you can drive them? So you can motivate this personality by providing an outstanding work-life balance. So here it is important that you provide them with the outstanding work-life balance. You give them the freedom as well as the responsibility. A fun, informal work environment will encourage these people more than a full on corporate setting. They want some freedom in their work and having a harmonious relationship with team members also help retain these employees. So these are the ways by which you can retain these entertainer type of people. Now, with this, we have come to the end of today's session, and in the next session, we are going to talk about the different types of intrinsic motivation. So if you have any doubt related to this, you can get back to me in the next session of motivation. Now, after 10 minutes, we're going to start with the last session of the day, that is, no, second last session of the day, that is conflict management. You can go for a break and just be back after 10 minutes. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.